Welcome back everyone, my name is Echo. This is a brand new episode for the Minecraft Pocket Edition Update 1.1 and 1.2 Q&A series. Thank you so much for enjoying this series. I'm really enjoying this. More importantly, it's very interesting for me to check what you guys are really wanting on Minecraft Pocket Edition. The community are great, you guys are great, but if you're new to this series, thank you so much for subscribing. This series is where I answer your questions in regards to future updates for Minecraft Pocket Edition. But bear in mind, nothing is confirmed, nothing is true. It's all based on my opinions. So kicking off today's video with last week's question, I asked you this: do you want spectator mode or custom flats? 76% want custom flats more than spectator mode, but make sure you answer this week's question. It should be above me. Just click the icon and answer the question. Now, if you guys have any more questions in regards to more than likely 1.2 update, leave them down below. 1.1 is nearing completion, and I cannot see the introduction of any more features. In today's video, we're also kicking it off with the question I asked you guys. I asked somebody to make the complete list of what Minecraft Pocket Edition is currently missing. A big thank you to Hex, who covered this. There is like tons and tons of features missing from Minecraft Pocket Edition. Now, to be fair, some of these features that he has listed in this more than likely won't be introduced, like a tutorial mode or parrots. They won't be introduced anytime soon. I kind of wanted the full list of things that we were missing from older updates, such as blocks, etc. But he covered this in great detail, and 92 people thumbs it up, so I appreciate the support. It must have took you a long time to type this out, but it just shows you what is currently missing from Minecraft Pocket Edition. The first question in today's video is from Jammer, saying hashtag Ask Echo, I want book and quills. When will they be added? Also, when do you think the official release of 1.1 PE will be? To answer the first question, book and quill. Somebody tweeted me a picture the other day showing that the book and quill is in the game files. Now, the book and quill, it's a minor feature that makes a big difference for servers, map creators, and just Minecraft in general. It just means that you can make rules, you can make specific tasks instead of having to explain them on signs. It just literally gets rid of signs, and the main use for signs can be for like chests, etc. So the book and quill, it will be introduced. Is it coming in 1.2? There's a possibility. I really don't know what the Pocket Edition developers are doing at this current point. As for the official release of 1.1, when do I think it will be? Now, there's two options. There's two options because we keep getting 1.1, then we get 1.1, 0.6, 0.7, etc. I do think we could possibly be expecting one or two in between updates, which will probably be 1.7 and 1.8 before the introduction of 1.1. I think 1.1 is more than likely going to be releasing early next month or mid next month. It's only a couple of weeks away, so I can definitely wait for that. And that's my overall opinions on the official release date. Feel free to leave your answers down below. The next question we have here from J17 says, do you think we will ever have custom heads, like you type out a command to get your head or other players' heads? Now, a lot of people did like this, and I thought I'd answer this question. I don't think this is going to ever happen within Minecraft itself. What you're talking about is like Minecraft PC servers. For example, my Minecraft PC server, you can obtain other players' heads. So if you kill them, you obtain their head. It's a plugin, it's a mod. Don't think it's ever going to come to Minecraft as an official feature, but I thought it's definitely worth answering this question. Moving on to the next one, Tom says, hashtag Ask Echo, when will he add the magma, red nether brick, and nether warp blocks? Again, I did tell you guys in last week's video, there was a lot of blocks missing from Minecraft Pocket Edition, and it's kind of a question that we have to ask the developers. The developers are skipping through the updates, that they're forgetting the things that we are previously missing. Like, you guys were telling me that Minecraft Pocket Edition doesn't even have coarse dirt, and that's like a very minor feature. And I know you guys want changes to the nether as well. The magma blocks, they're a great addition. The nether brick as the red ones, again, it's another variation. Nether warp blocks, again, minor blocks that make a big difference. And I do hope that the Minecraft Pocket Edition developers can bring us like a recap of things that we're missing. Like, I would love them to stop at 1.1, go back and introduce the blocks and the minor features that really need to be introduced. Like, for example, ravines. Ravines were talked about so much. When we had the introduction of the 256 height limit, Tommaso was working on ravines, and they've never ever been introduced. So they need to slow down, because Minecraft Pocket Edition is skipping so far ahead that it's like, whoa, we're missing so many features now, like the bone blocks and stuff like that. They're still missing, you know, and I agree with you. When will they be introduced? Well, I'm going to bug them and say, bring us an update of the missing features. The next one we have here says, hashtag AskEcho Q&A, will they add the jukebox and music discs? I like this question. Even though you spelt them wrong, I like this question. Now, I've been scrolling through a couple of the files on Minecraft Pocket Edition. Along with that, I've been looking at the new marketplace. And in the marketplace, they have a music section. Now, rumors are that Minecraft Pocket Edition are going to have the custom music for mashup packs the same way console has. I do think in there will be the introduction of the music discs as well. So you guys can download the music disc music and introduce it to your game if you want to. Remember, the current music on Minecraft Pocket Edition is an option. You don't have to download it, but you can if you want to. And I think the music section will start to fill up when the marketplace is introduced, and I think music disc will be added. When's it going to be introduced? I do think jukebox and music disc will be in the next update. Again, another feature that's currently in the coding of Minecraft Pocket Edition. So yeah, that's something to be excited about, because you can go on a mission to kill creepers and get the music discs. So I like that. Thank you very much. The next one says, does anybody want fireworks or stained glass ? And this had 279 thumbs up. We talk about this every single week. I'm telling you guys, both of these come up all the time in the comment section. The number one thing that you guys ask about is stained glass. And again, I've talked about it before. I've explained it before. Stained glass has been in development since 0.14, I think it has. That's a long time. And the continuous question asked towards them is, when is this going to be introduced? And the developers always tell us it's buggy. Now, apparently there's a transparency issue with stained glass, which is causing the developers a massive headache. Now, they want to introduce stained glass. They really do want to introduce it, because I've been talking to them. They're like, we want to add it, but it's so buggy. It's incredibly buggy. Who knew that a glass block would be incredibly buggy? And this is all down to a transparency issue. Again, something that could make it into 1.2. Who knows? As for fireworks, something about fireworks is really confusing. Now, fireworks are very, very laggy on Minecraft Pocket Edition. I've seen people make fireworks mods. I've seen people make firework examples, and they are very, very laggy. So fireworks are an option that are probably going to take a lot longer than some of these other features that you're asking for. But fireworks are a very old feature, you know? But it's very, very laggy, which sucks, because fireworks are so much fun, especially with the Elytra. The next one says, hashtag AskEcho, will Mojang implement 1.9 combat update? Okay. Will they introduce the 1.9 combat update? They've already started to do it for the Minecraft Pocket Edition beta. Now, take into consideration, we only have two options, putting the Totem of Undying or arrows in the offhand, but it is a work in progress. They have announced this. The combat update for Minecraft Pocket Edition is currently a work in progress. So we're going to have to wait a little while until they introduce the combat update. But yes, it's coming. Is it coming in 1.2? They'll probably introduce phase 2 of the combat update, because like I've explained to you in the past, with redstone, we had three phases of redstone. With command blocks, we're currently in phase 2. So I think the combat system is also going to have a couple of phases. Phase 1, the introduction of having it in the game. Phase 2, more items available. Phase 3, maybe a brand new button. Who knows? The next one says, hashtag AskEcho, will there be a new button for the offhand so we can use all items? Like, if you agree, please. We just basically answered this question. But yeah, at this current point, the offhand is very, very annoying because it's only 2 items. The Totem of Undying and arrows, okay, give or take that, they are some great features. But when you think of the offhand, for me, I would like to have a shield or a sword. I would like to have a pickaxe and a torch for mining, etc. I don't want to have to go into my menu, the hotbar menu, the crafting setting, to then put the items in the offhand. I don't want that. I do think that if they're going to be introducing the offhand, we do need another button. Whether it's to the side or whether it's at the top, we need another button. And that is probably where they're having some complications, because they don't want to have like tons and tons of buttons going on. Too many buttons is too much. It takes up too much space. It looks ugly, and that's kind of what Mojang don't want to happen. So I do think a new button is needed, will be introduced. I hope so. I really, really hope so. The next one says, #AskEcho. Do you think that the developers will allow us to modify the game sounds with different audio files like OGG or MP3 instead of only .fsb? This question is something for you guys in the community, and the reason why is because I've never really noticed that the audio files are only a specific file, and a lot of you would like to have different things such as MP3 because it's a lot easier to edit and work with. I believe coming soon, or already introduced, is the ability to customize the music in Minecraft Pocket Edition. This is all linked to add-ons. It wasn't previously available, but they've also recently added it. I think changing the music file will be a great addition, because for people out there who want to make custom maps, they could introduce custom music for that specific map. They have it on the PC version, they have it on the console version. Different music is definitely something I would like to see introduced, but that's something that you're going to have to ask Mojang. Not something, unfortunately, that I can answer because I've never ever messed around with it. The question here from William says, how about the world options, e.g. toggle fire spread, weather cycle off, mob spawning negative, and TNT explodes on or off? This would fit in well if they ever included custom flats. Really enjoying the Q&A series. I'm glad you're a fan. I'm also taking it that you're not an Android beta user. In the beta, in 1.1, we actually have access to more game commands. These game commands are game rules. We have the ability of stopping creepers exploding, which means no mob griefing. We have the ability of stopping fire spread, which means nobody can go around griefing with flint and steel, etc. I do not know if TNT explosions can be disabled as well. It would make sense to introduce this. Now, more and more of these commands are being introduced mainly for realms. My realm gets terribly griefed, but having the ability to introduce these commands will definitely prevent griefing as much. And yes, like you said, it would be great for custom flat worlds. But yeah, more and more game rules and commands are being introduced, and I expect these to continuously be introduced for a very, very long time. There's a lot more commands that will eventually make it. Love that question though, because I love the current commands. Question here says, we need small, medium, and large world sizes. Thank you so much for commenting this. I have actually messaged the developers and said this to them, and they have said this would be a great feature for Minecraft Pocket Edition. The only issue is getting one of each biome within each seed. So Minecraft Console Edition, specifically PS3, 360, PS Vita, have massive issues of getting all the biomes in one world. It's very hard to implement this, and I think that the main reason for having small, medium, and large worlds on Pocket Edition would be so... For example, I don't really go traveling that far in a Let's Play world, so I would like to have a smaller world to prevent less lag. However, a lot of people do like to have an infinite-sized world so they can do a lot of exploring, but I think this would be a massive thing to prevent lag issues on Minecraft Pocket Edition, because Minecraft Pocket Edition, in the current beta now, is tremendously laggy, and that's just because the game's getting bigger and more things are being introduced. But I think this would be a good thing for Minecraft Pocket Edition, not so much a negative. I think it should be small, medium, and infinite. Not large, because Pocket Edition can definitely handle infinite worlds. The last question, the last comment in today's video says, #AskEcho, do you think F5 mode will make it to PE? It would be handy in combat, since it's annoying to keep switching to third person, front or back, like if you agree. Again, something that I've talked about is this specific feature. The reason why is because I've asked the add-on creators in the community, is this possible? And unfortunately, making an F5 mode in Pocket Edition with an add-on is not possible, which really does suck, because I think an F5 mode would be tremendous. I fully agree with you. It's so annoying having to go into settings, having to go into video, having to change it to a different view. And again, it would be great for combat if you had this ability, especially if some servers are combining Windows 10 and Pocket Edition users. Windows 10 users can just hit F5 twice. Minecraft Pocket Edition users, by the time they hit settings, they're dead. So I do think an F5 mode is needed. Even if it's an add-on, even if they let us do it as an add-on, it would be absolutely awesome. So guys, thank you so much for all the questions today. They were absolutely fantastic. And the more important thing is, you guys are really enjoying this series, which makes me happy because the whole point of this is to get some feedback as a YouTuber who gets some kind of access to some of the developers. Sharing it with you guys is the most important thing because you guys are the community. You make the game what it is today. So if you have any more questions about 1.2, we're not focusing on 1.1 anymore, mainly 1.2. Leave them down below. Have a great day. Stay beautiful. And as always, I'll catch you next time. Bye.